listen.
Take me back to that gender equality.
And they both explain.
Explain your ways.
Andrew Tate.
Oh, Andrew Tate. Oh, good luck with that.
Andrew Tate, Charles away, and my son Gilly the Kid and Wild.
I'll tell you something about Andrew Tate. The only reason why he's even able to speak like that in the first place is because of his status as a man as he is currently.
Andrew Tate is an alpha man.
He didn't have that growing up.
You can't walk into that mindset and you got none of the accolades that come with it.
You don't even have Andrew Tate's success to be talking
about. But
I'm still not going to put down females even if I do.
I believe like he said. Andrew Tate, Charles White.
We all came from a woman.
Of course. My mother ain't no bitch. My mother ain't no bitch.
So
what if somebody
I'm about to say you can't. So that's where you lose the validity of everything that you say.
Yeah.
Because your mindset is based off your experience and how you see other people in your heartbreak.
Yeah.
It's not reality, to be honest.
That's your opinion.
There may be a difference, but your difference is not the difference.
Of course,
so
it's just my opinion.
That is your opinion, but I'm not saying that you shouldn't have it. I'm just saying that
people make it seem like your opinion doesn't matter. Like people make it seem like you can't say nothing now without getting canceled. Like being fake got so popular that getting real with you canceled.
Welcome back to Truth, Juice, and Company, a show where juicing ain't for veggies and fruits, but for jokey jokes and truths, where all minds and perspective can flourish. It's your soon-to-be host of the year, Mikael, a.k.a. Duke, a.k.a. The Best, a.k.a. Big Body Baby. I'm here with another episode with the code, giving you mini episodes of mixology. Today's episode is going to be about the importance of how to set and redefine goals, what's the many different kinds of women and men, and what do we expect from ourselves in the coming year. So, grab a glass, sit back, relax, and every time you agree with one of us, take an extra sip. I hope you enjoy. Peace.
We're humans just like you. We are not here to intentionally harm anyone, except when we're referring to as exes we despise. JK. We tell our truth. If you feel offended, that's not our intent.
Please be mindful that we are open for feedback and interaction with the audience, but we are adults, and the respect you're expecting from us, we're also expecting from you.
We are not here to change anyone's minds. We are sharing our life truths and want to know from y'all whose juice you're most likely to sit from. Please like and subscribe below. Also, you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at TruthJuiceCom.
And we're back. Back with another episode with the guys. Everybody give a round of applause for the guys. Appreciate your time. Appreciate y'all time being with us. How y'all doing? We are back with another episode. What it is that we want to redefine ourselves with. Today we're going to redefine and identify our goals that we have either today, tomorrow, next year, next week. I want you guys to really understand how and why it's important to have goals and set them and to put them aside, record them, whatever you guys do, because, you know, saying that you have a goal and actually having it in front of you is two different things that you're doing. Like when you were 12, when you're 15, 21, 25, you know how your teacher has you write a letter to yourself 20 years from now and you open it up and you have a whole bunch of goals that you used to have and you just forgot all about them because you didn't have them written down. Anybody want to go first of what it is you guys want to do? Go ahead.
As far as for this month, my goal that I'm trying to complete right now is that I'm trying to graduate out of high school. I got 15 credits. I only need 22. So I just finished 2 classes. So right now I'm at 4. So no, I'm sorry. I'm at 5. I'm at 5 right now. So.
What about Charles?
My goal.
It's fine. Anything. It could be anything. We can get there.
Kind of pause. I'm sorry. My goals is to raise my son the best way I can give him into the world. And I want to do a lot of things. I want to do real estate. foundation. I want to continue on the legacy that I have from my father. So I want to do real estate and build the digital wealth. So.
Okay.
And to get my license.
And you what?
And to get my license.
Your license. Gotcha. Hold on. He going and then he's gonna go this way.
A goal I have right now is I want to finish CCP on a good note, get into my trade, do what I gotta do, English and math, and take it day by day.
Gotcha. You looking for your high school as well? No? Okay. What about you?
My goal is to continue getting certificates inside my trade.
Gotcha. You wanna graduate and get your okay.
Yeah.
My goal is to finish CPP, like you said, get my license, and like stay stress free. That's just me.
Stress free, okay.
My goal is to get my license too.
License?
Yeah, and go back to Hawaii with my brother.
Where?
Hawaii. He's stationed in Hawaii.
What a place to go. What a place to go for sure. That's I would say my goal right now is to make sure that I have a job and a apartment to move to Cali in the next 6 months. Yes, sir. I want to be able to finally start to do my what I want my dreams to be.
Yo, New York right down the block. Why don't you go to New York?
New York is right down the block.
Yes.
Exactly. New York is right down the block.
You want to expand your goal.
Where am I?
They ain't not like New York.
Huh?
They ain't not like New York. People come to New York every year to come act and stuff like that. Why you go to Cali for?
Because it's a completely different experience.
But I understand.
New York is next door. What am I?
Everybody want to be inside their hometowns or close to their hometown.
I understand.
It's not more. It has to do with what I want to do, yes, but it's more of what I also want to experience in my neighborhood. Like it's completely like I've been to New York. I know what it's like. If I want to stay out there, I could, but the atmosphere of it is relatable in Connecticut because it's next door. I know how to maneuver around there. It's just not enough for where I want to start my brand of myself. So yeah, farther out could probably get me everywhere else.
Where in California?
Where in California?
San Fran.
LA.
Most likely around LA. Probably not in LA.
LA is expensive.
LA is very expensive, so that's why I'm going around. I'm going around LA.
What do you want to do?
What I want to do? I want to model, and I want to act, and I want to voice act. So that's what I want to do.
I want to be actor too.
You want a voice act?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever I can get paid for. Anything.
I want to be
Commercials.
Yeah, acting, I could definitely see
Commercials, acting, and
I can see that for him because he got mad.
for sure.
that Corbin Blue.
Yeah.
I'm about to look out for you. I like to look out for
You look like
you.
Corbin
Regular
Blue.
life is
Yeah.
Y'all gonna see me on TV.
Word.
That Tyler Perry movie. That Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah.
Them kicking nigga out of stage. Kicking nigga out of stage.
He fall down the floor.
Cigarette bitch. Cigarette bitch.
He fall down the floor.
Kicking nigga out of stage.
Yeah, he starts pulling his
Kicking nigga out of
eyes.
stage. Like bitch. That's straight bitch.
I can do all of that. I can do all of that. Whatever they tell me to do, I can get it done.
Word, the best part.
Yeah, the average light skin, my heart, sexy beating up nigga.
Rock hard ass.
As long as they don't,
Go ahead and shit.
Word.
as long as they don't make me look like that I do that in regular time.
Shamar Moore.
I'm about to say shit on yo, I'm Michael Ealy and shit.
Word.
Goodness gracious.
Greg's Anatomy type shit.
Yeah, yo.
Yo, I can actually see him.
Listen, y'all keep reminiscing for me. I love it. Love the energy. Cause I'm trying to get there. Like,
He's gonna be on the top show.
Green light skin nigga.
You already got it.
I'm trying. I make sure y'all keep that energy
I
when I'm
see
going.
Cal or something too.
Word.
I can see them Jersey
Who?
Shores.
Jersey Shore.
I just seen Jersey Shore. Yeah.
It's I think it's important to actually, because I went to school for social work. I have 2 master's degrees, and I have a master's and a bachelor's degree in social work, which is obviously nowhere connected to, my dreams or what I want to do. So like we grow up in the United States. We grow up in an atmosphere where the goal is to have the American dream, and the American dream can be completely different things to different people. So what was perceived in my household was, 1, you get connected to God. 2, you get connected to education. You stay out of trouble. You don't do drugs, and you get a degree. And based off your degree, you get a job where you can in 20 years retire, get your pension, and then do what you want after that. I feel like that's too old-fashioned for me. So yes, I kept doing what I needed to do. I got my 2 degrees. Now I'm bored with it. Like I was in it, but I wasn't really in it. But I know I'm in the age range where I can do whatever I want, when I want, how I want. And what I want is not social work right now.
I don't blame you. Now the rest of life is crazy. To me, like patient for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you don't want to live.
Hell no.
You want to actually have that job.
And plus taxes and shit. Hell no.
Yeah, especially where we have.
I want to make a band a day.
Band a day, huh?
Word.
But you gotta put in that work.
Yeah, you gotta put in that work. Legally.
So you get ready to take that leap
Yeah.
of faith?
Feel me,
Leap of faith?
For me.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's an interpretation, yeah.
Band a day, not a band a week, not a band every 2 weeks.
You got any family out in San Fran?
Do I have any? No.
So now, I got a question. How do you feel about living in a state where
You don't know nobody.
Exactly.
Well,
that's
I don't not know anyone. I don't have family.
That's what I mean. Like,
listen.
But even if I didn't have anybody to know, that's what you said. I'm taking that leap of faith.
I mean, you got Uncle Jesse.
I gotta believe in myself. I gotta believe in the fact that I am capable of holding it down for what I want to do.
I feel you.
And I probably have, a timeline, a realistic timeline to when I feel like I'm like probably losing it or derailing, I'll probably make my way back. But hopefully I don't have to do that. But this is why it's important to set goals, to plan it out and enact it, and then you got to see if it's reality or not for you. But you at least have to try out your dreams, try out what it is. So you can try to adapt to what reality looks like for you.
That's why my mother always told me, chase your dreams. No matter how scary you are, no matter what get in your way, chase them shits, always.
Well, you can't just start it and then try to
Once
you already put your foot aside.
Stop saying it and just do it.
Yeah, you gotta swim.
Because a lot of people got some big dreams, but they not doing it.
Exactly. They don't want you to take them risks. Take them fucking risks.
And I want you guys to really understand that when you come into responsibilities, whether it's a child or a wife or a husband, whatever you guys, it's more of like, I need you guys to really understand who you're here for first. Like, yes, you have responsibilities. However, without yourself, you can't handle no responsibilities.
Exactly.
So that's why I wanted to know what your goal was specifically, Charles, because I knew you were gonna say something about your kid, and it's noble of you to start with your kid, but however, you still need to have that goal for yourself to be able to help out your kid. So what about you? What is your goal for yourself? Yeah, it's fine.
My actual goal for myself is to build a foundation where I can create a self-love and take care of myself and get in my career, get in whatever things that I gotta do in life. I'm doing things more mature, and I'm doing things more fluent in life, where to the point that I wanna achieve a lot of goals in life, where it don't matter what it is, at the end of the day, I always want I always want to do music because I went to school for music production.
Mm-hmm.
So I always want to be a producer, you know, connect with a lot of people. You know, before I even had a kid, I was already in college for that, and everything passed and shifting and turning. So my goal is to be more preservative, and my goal is more. I live more for my goals.
Mm-hmm.
Build on top of yourself.
Yeah, build definitely.
So I need you to realize that your first response to my question had to do with someone else. You know, I'm not saying to throw it away, but I'm saying that if you're going to focus on someone, on your kid more than yourself, it's going to be hard to embrace that self-love, because what all your love is going to is to your kid, because you're not with your
Baby mom.
your baby mom. So it's more of like all your energy is trying to avoid anything that's going to disconnect you with them, because you know she has the kid and yourself, and then you're gonna put so much blame on yourself. You're gonna go down the drain again, and you're gonna try to build your way up, because you feel like you don't have as much self-love as to the love that you have to your kid. So I need you really to like understand that your mind about how you feel about yourself matters in order for you to carry that to your goal, to make sure that foundation for your kid is good. Because you going half, you're not really paying attention to yourself, but putting more towards your kid, you're kind of losing the foundation that you're trying to build, because you're trying to build on top of something that's already shaky, you know. Because if you don't think about it too much, because all your energy is going here, it's kind of hard to really balance it, and you're losing the amount of weight that it takes to raise a child. So you need to be as prepared as you can, but you need to start with yourself, and how to get yourself prepared, because there's no book, there's no instruction, there's none of that. So I need you to make sure you focus on your goals of yourself while you still can, you know, because we don't have time. Your time might be faster than ours because you have a kid, or it might be slow. It just depends on, you know, what path you're on. We don't know what path you're on. Only you do, right? So you're in control of how you move and how you think and how things go on from now. So, and what were you saying about your goals exactly?
My goals.
How would you break yours down in the next 2 months? Because we're about to come into a new year.
I want to stay out of trouble. I want to like control my tempo a little more. I feel like I always like to hit somebody, pop on somebody easily. You feel me? Like that's like a New Yorker. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to like cut all that ghetto shit out. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying?
That's why you came to Connecticut?
Yeah, give me
you want me to go to New York?
No. There's some good parts.
Yeah, some good parts.
I know, there's good parts everywhere.
You get parts like mine. We really good over there.
That's why you're here?
No, we good over there.
That's how I was saying.
But I just need a break from it. That's it.
Oh,
Like,
You
yeah.
know, you need a vacation.
When I told niggas I wanted to be an actor, niggas laughed in my face.
Mm-hmm.
Gangsta like, fuck, you want to be an actor, nigga? What? Like, you goofy motherfucker. Like, took away that shit, but like, that's just my dream, baby, for me, because everybody want to be a rapper or a ball player. I can't rap. I try to rap. I can't. I suck at rapping. Let's admit that. Niggas suck at rapping.
I can't play ball.
I can't play ball. I ain't 6'7", 5'10", 5'11".
I'm only 5'6".
But me, like, I feel like I'm gonna be an entertainment nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my goal. Like, I'm like a Kevin Hart type nigga. Make mad money, mad cars. People your ears for a second. Fuck mad bitches and all that. Do all that shit. Smoke, just get lit with me. A lot of shit. That's just me.
That's just you. That's
It's
good.
you.
That's
American,
good to know.
real American dream.
No, but what he's saying is right.
Really
The
great.
real American dream.
You
Like part of it is like what he's saying is right. Like growing up, like how, because we grew up kind of similar, but just two different parts of New York. But same thing. It's like whenever you tell people like, oh yo, I want to be like this, they kind of shoot you down. Your own friends shoot
when
you
you
down.
different, other
Yeah.
niggas like
They look
you
at
want to
you
be
lame.
street and shit like that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
They be like, yo bro, like, man, most people that go around as
Yeah, niggas is jail.
they
Niggas is
rappers,
dead.
they doing all
Yeah,
that.
doing
See, I wasn't a rapper, and I
I'm
couldn't
rapping.
play basketball
I
because of my height.
mean,
I knew
yeah.
I couldn't play basketball. I know I wasn't getting no taller. So
Word,
I
don't
just
5'11", nigga.
and I'm only like
5'11".
5'8".
Yeah.
Nah, I'm stop. Nah, but you know 5'6".
Um,
I played football. I was nice, but like things happen. Like those shit at you. For me.
I think again, it's important to realize that you at least need to set your goals so you can weigh them.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't really get to that point to where they understand that they're the ones that weigh your goals.
Hell yeah.
So we are always gonna be affected by we're gonna always be affected by society or life or whatever the case may be. But we have to be the ones that bring it back. We have to be the ones that bring it back to what the reality is, right? And the reality is us. We have the goal for us, not for somebody else. So if we have the goal for somebody else, why is it that we allow other people to dwindle our thoughts or to dwindle our goals, like make us feel like we have to second guess because you're laughing at me because it's not something that you're doing or it's something that you're interested in or something that you've seen other people do.
Like you know Jay-Z says, you can't knock the hustle.
And what I noticed too is that a lot of people, they put their goals right out there, but they kind of live through other people. They like, all right, well they shut me down, so I know I'm not gonna do that. But you still could do that.
Mm.
They don't gotta worry about what other people doing.
They don't put all their eggs in one basket. Like you putting all your fucking bread into the studio time trying to rap, knowing you're not going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like nigga, you gotta be realistic sometimes. If you're 40 years old still rapping, my nigga, give it up. Give it up, my nigga.
Or,
like I know niggas.
Or try a different route.
Yeah, I know
but that's
niggas,
my point. You really you gotta direct people in the right direction.
Like,
you can't allow people to cut your dreams out because it may not look like it's something that is realistic to them.
Personally, I know niggas who are graduating 2018, 2017, 2016 in high school, and they still posting like the huddle mixtape and shit like that. Half nights they wasn't born basketball. Like, and you didn't go deal with my nigga, it's over. Like, get a job. Like, I hate things like that. Like, my nigga, it's over. High school is over. Like, I graduated in 2022. Niggas still talk about high school. My nigga, move on. I'm sick of that shit. Move on, nigga. I'm tired of niggas.
Unfollow them. Unfollow them.
I'm tired of these niggas.
Block them.
It's over.
Block them.
Still going to homecomings and shit.
Can you block them?
Like this one nigga, bro. He graduated.
High school homecoming is crazy.
This nigga graduated in 2016.
High school homecoming is crazy.
Why are you still going to the homecoming?
That's crazy.
You like 30 years old.
This nigga, I'm just one nigga.
Put the phone down.
He graduated in 2016. You think he ain't got to say me because he always comes to all our events. He still comes up. Word of my mother. He goes to our parties, the homecomings, the basketball games. That word of my mother. This nigga got a Walmart jersey. He still got a word of my life.
How much more has jersey?
This nigga stands. Like this, instead of being in the bleachers and shit, this nigga stands like by the coach shit. They trying to relive his glory days. Like my nigga,
wait,
it's over. That's fucking 20. You better 26. You gotta be around 22.
He still go to the homecoming.
Yeah, bro, you fucking bum ass.
He be running down.
Yeah, you bum ass nigga. You fucking bum. Like I'm not trying to be foul.
I ain't gonna lie.
No, I'm sick of.
I can definitely see you being a stand-up comedian.
I'm sick of these niggas though. I'm sorry.
Like in that same breath, I don't really necessarily believe that, you know, just because you're 40, you're still trying to make it as a rapper, that you gotta stop what you're doing.
Come on.
Because
you have to change it, and you gotta change it.
Look at the energy that you're putting into it. It's the same energy they gave back to you. If that's what they want to do, then by all means,
fuck it.
If by all means they're feeling what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. But don't knock them down for it, because now you ain't no better than them when they did it to you.
You gotta change. Like I said, you gotta change. You gotta help them change how they're doing it, because it may not be working right now, but who's to say that if they get a better way of redirecting how they're doing it, that it can come out a better piece. Maybe they just needed someone else to give them an extra push or a push in a different direction, because you can do the same thing in many different ways. Like you can laugh in so many different levels. You can hear music in a different genre. If you can rap in a different way or maybe you're good at beats. Try out beats. Try a different outlook of music. Like he said, he wanted to be a producer. You can be a music producer.
First of all, I heard somebody say that's good.
So you gotta really take out all of these negative things that people have. That's why people don't give out their goals, or that's why people don't tell other people their goals, because they automatically get shut down based off their age or based off how many losses they have.
Bro, when y'all look at it, like, I don't know what it is with black people. Like, it's just a crab in the barrel mentality. Like, niggas made it a trend to like this niggas, like bring niggas down. Like, understand? Like, you don't see any other place do that shit except for black people. But in general, right? When the last time you seen a black-owned business in your neighborhood last for more than 5 years?
You said a what?
When the last time you seen a black-owned business in your neighborhood last for more than 5 years?
When's the last time you seen a black-owned business
in your neighborhood?
Oh, in my neighborhood, and with their name on it for more than 5 years.
It lasted more than 5 years.
Got it.
Anybody?
Good point. That's a good point.
Like we support,
they always get bought out.
Like we support everybody else shit except for our shit. Like black people love fucking beauty supply stores. They love fucking Chinese food spots. Why we don't got our own shit?
Well, I mean, I don't know. At the same time, they kind of understand that mentality too. It's like
understand, like my nigga, we need to have our
I
own
mean,
shit.
I probably have some level of caution doing that business in my neighborhood, knowing how my neighborhood is.
My nigga, these niggas come from across the water every day, every day, and take risks on neighborhood. Why we can't take risks on our own neighborhood? If these niggas do it, understand what I'm saying?
That's what we was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Generational trauma.
Take risks, nigga.
But not everybody can see that though, so sometimes it may be safer to stop that business somewhere else.
Like we need more black-owned clothes, black-owned bakes, like you feel me? Like Harlem and Atlanta used to be. You don't see that shit no more.
True. Yeah.
Word.
But nowadays,
the black guy don't last that long.
Nowadays, people not trying to hear that.
Exactly, but niggas don't want to hear that shit.
They
We
don't.
need to have our own shit. We need to have our own shit.
It's like you preaching to death.
No disrespect to any other race, but black people, we need to support each other more. Stop hating. Like every time a rapper get big, they get killed.
Yeah, stop the violence.
It's been like 10 niggas.
But it also plays a part of the energy that you put out.
Yeah, the internet.
You are gonna get in return the energy that you put out there.
Because the energy actually.
It's robbing niggas and shit like that.
Telling them like, yo, I want you to speak more on that gangster talk, more on that street.
That shit is corny,
More
yo.
that killing stuff, and now the energy that you put out there, somebody's gonna match
what
what
you
you
something
say.
that was a little bit more positive, you can almost get kind of shut
You're
out.
never
That shit is corny, man. Exactly. Like.
Unless you already been in the game, then now you're speaking on a positive.
Yeah, like
time too, where it was more acceptable.
Like prime example, right? This
Snoop
nigga
Dogg coming up, he was talking all
And
that.
that's exactly why I gave you that mic.
Prime example, right? This nigga Diddy said, right? This nigga Diddy said, yo, New York is the last in the rap shit. And I kind of took offense to that. I'm gonna tell you why. New York will always be no respect to anybody else city, but New York is the shit. New York created everything, rap, fashion, you name it. No disrespect to anybody's cities. But it got to the point where like niggas like, for me trying to like move away from all that bullshit, but like I feel like Diddy and them niggas kind of fucked. Like he's a hypocrite. Cause he tried to say that New York away from their sound. But how do I explain? Hold on.
Take your time.
How do I explain it, yo? How do I explain this shit? He doesn't invest in New York shit. Like Flex, these niggas love playing out of town niggas, but now want to play the real New York rappers. Like anybody swear New York drill is the only genre niggas New York niggas be saying. I can name a few rappers from my borough alone who raps real shit about poverty, their story, and they'll never blow up. But when they talk about fucking killing niggas, taking pussy, you know what I'm saying? Don't take some wild ass shit. They blow up.
Some good singers too.
Yeah, some real rap niggas.
Some good male and female singers. And
real raps, rap real shit.
And female rappers that's not only talking about sexualizing their
That's talking about
body,
selling pussy or this and that.
Stuff.
You feel what I'm saying? Like there's real rappers out there. But they don't invest in that shit. They invest in the gang business.
They only care about the females.
Gang, nigga, blah blah boom, nigga. Like what did they invest in?
But you gotta remember, you said it again. You said it earlier. It's the narrative that unfortunately black people themselves
only dirty niggas, dirty fucking criminals,
and producers,
gangbangers,
and producers.
Listen, no. You want to keep it real? Most producers are white. Most producers ain't even been in the hood before.
Which is what I was about to say.
Word of my
So
mother,
But they know
nigga.
what sells.
they know what sells, but are they willing to go get it?
Like the
Are they willing to put themselves in a risky area to try and get that person out? To get whoever it is that's that's making the more real music. They want to go with the most
nasty, grimy nigga.
The
gangbang.
I don't know. I feel like they want to go with what is in right now.
Yeah,
and if it's
like
not,
drill is in right now.
Any nigga that's actually been in it, he'll always tell you he'll go back to it.
Even
after all the stuff that he actually got into, he'll always tell you like, yo, half that stuff he wish he really never did.
Getting shot at is not fun.
It's not fun.
That's not
Having
fun.
to sell dope on the street just
Yeah,
so you can feed your family is not a fun experience.
It's not fun.
Don't get me wrong. It's like when you hearing it, yeah, it's entertaining. You think, oh yeah, nah, bro, I'm getting.
Having to watch that for the
You feel like that
cops.
because the energy of the music, but you're not really understanding where it came from.
The background
concept.
of it.
Exactly.
Like real niggas.
Like they always say, yo, bro, like you wouldn't be able to walk a mile in my shoes.
Word.
Gangster.
Let me hang this shit.
That's why when I see people acting tough and they trying to act cool and all that, I'm like, yo, you really a bitch because like you putting on the front when you don't need to. Like, to be honest, who you trying to prove that to? Me and yourself.
it's more of like what sells. You talk about what sells, and
sex, drugs, and murder.
in because what's in involves y'all. So it's like who are we really blaming?
Listen, we all guilty to that shit. We all fucking love when Ice Spice shake her ass. And all that. Nigga, relax, nigga.
Speaking French?
Let me tell you something. Nigga, when you see that one video, tell me that shit didn't turn you on. Keep it ball.
I never watched it.
You know what?
It's called self-control.
So let me tell you something. That bitch, her face don't turn you on. You want so
No,
and she said,
women are not just objects.
of course.
Yeah.
But that video, I'm talking about that. I'm not talking
You
about
can have a
that.
conversation with a female and not
I
have
see
a
what you're
turn
saying.
That video not fire?
I mean, no.
I mean, just
That video fire.
I never.
You
That's
gotta
just a
chill
girl
out.
shaking her butt on the camera screen. Like, bro, what
That's probably why she blew up, to be honest.
But what is that getting you aroused for?
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
just a music video.
What are you trying to do?
She look good.
My
You gotta have a
thing
point.
is that my thing is
Good,
no matter. It's every girl is for every female. Every female. There's a lot of females just like.
What?
I'm sorry. Alright,
Take your time, take your time.
every female is just the same exact female as Ice Spice. You just can't look. I mean, it's not. They're all the same female.
Every female is not that.
It's not the same.
Some of them, some
Every
stuff in itself,
Every
nigga.
female is the same as Ice Spice. That's not
That's
true.
not true.
That is not true.
That's
That's a
not
bold
true.
statement.
You
You
mess with
can't
the
say
wrong
that.
You must be some dirty ass
Every girl is not the type to show off their body.
What my uncle calls little brothers.
Tree, she's thighs, smoochies, all that.
Yeah, all that.
There's more to life than just love.
Yeah, then
Just leg bitches.
There's always another episode.
Me personally, I don't care about
MILFs.
anything.
There's the next season.
I don't care about any.
Exactly.
Like, you know what you need? You need a girl that challenges your mindset.
Exactly.
Like one of them self-educated type of girls.
Exactly. Ain't nothing
That
wrong
actually
with
got a
girls.
little bit more respect for
Yeah,
themselves.
ain't nothing wrong with
That's
girl
not
challenge.
Yeah, like one of them girls that's not just gonna send you a picture of their body just because you asked for it.
Or not just gonna give it up to you so easy.
Exactly. Like you don't want a bitch. Like I mean.
To keep it a band with you, you really don't want no girl like that. To be honest, because
You
I mean,
don't.
you think you just got that photo just then?
Exactly. Somebody else had that
shit
same
been
photo.
saved. That shit been
Exactly.
It's
saved.
been a stock camera from 2 years ago.
That shit got passed from hood to hood.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just so
Yeah,
happy.
your man's probably
It's just so
got
happy
that
that she got that hair.
You ain't about to fuck you in a baby bump.
And then you think, oh yeah,
Check your phone, man.
Check your phone.
That's
Bro.
us phone.
You're not special.
Check your front phone.
You can't.
It's all about the type of people you
life.
surround yourself with. Like, I would never say that's just like saying like every nigga's the same. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like I would never let another nigga say that you say that, oh, Charles is like this because I seen somebody else like this. No, you don't know that man. Watch
You
your
don't know
mouth.
Charles. Exactly.
Watch your mouth.
Some
You
people
can't,
can't speak
I
on you
would
because they
never
don't
let
know.
nobody disrespect you like that.
Not openly,
No.
not.
Because they don't know you from
No,
the
and I don't care. I don't care.
It's
what you
same thing with girls. Like, bro, I'm not gonna say that every girl the same just because I had a
Nah.
bad experience.
Every girl ain't a hoe.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of them are, but I don't mean all of them
Every
are.
girl ain't a hoe.
I mean, definitely, there's a lot of
The same-
smart
the
girls.
same-
hoes out there.
The same way girls are
What's
bad, the
trending
same
right
way
now?
men are.
Yeah, being a city girl is flit.
Yeah.
A city girl's a thought.
Yeah.
This bitch Cardi B.
I fuck with the narrative. I fuck with the narrative. They have fun. They do what they want. They get their money. They be passing niggas around like they money
Yeah.
great or
First of all, we not debating on the show.
Nah, that nigga Cardi B said, listen, Cardi B, this bitch blatantly, Cardi B, she blatantly said, I don't cook, I don't clean. She had bitches around the whole world saying, I don't cook, I don't clean. Are you
I got this money and I got that cream.
And that cream. And what that bitch said? She said, pimpin' nigga, taking money and I skipping nigga. I'm like, what?
I mean, but that's the type, and
Especially
especially
Y'all
a lot of girls, but there's a lot of niggas that just be blatantly disrespecting.
But then you also gotta see the dudes
wanting to
still
have that
laminate to they
yeah.
A lot of you don't know
If we can word it,
we think it's
can word it
ourselves.
like this. I can see the empowerment that comes from saying that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Like let's it's not all it's just about shaking the ass and popping pussy type shit.
Hell yeah, we have.
We gonna spend money on females before.
Don't even
lie.
say.
Don't even
Bro,
lie.
let's keep it a
We gonna spend money on
band.
girls.
Let's keep it a band. Buying a hooker. You know what I'm saying, for a lap dance and taking a girl to an expensive ass restaurant ain't no different from paying for pussy.
Exactly.
You paid for it.
Yeah, you know
I'm
not paying up front.
I'm guilty.
There's some don't get me wrong, but at the same time, there's still some females
I ain't never bought them
that just want more of the simple shit. Just like, yo, let's go have a picnic. What?
But the thing about these bitches is, these bitches,
I'm not type of
but it's the thing about the bitches.
I like the ocean view.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
these bitches with a rich ass nigga, like, they think that they can't put it on the tool. Like, I feel like it go both ways. I want an independent bitch.
I want the scam.
I want an independent bitch. Like, what the fuck? We need to go both ways on that shit. I hate a bitch that think that we can go out, she can get fucking $100 worth of steak, $500 worth of liquor, desserts, and not pay nothing. Fuck about Donald Trump, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Like,
that's
a trend though.
Yeah, but that's also
what
the
you
type of
attract.
respect.
I want a baller.
Well, then you gotta set
bitches,
yourself
yo.
up, because guess what? You are what you attract.
Yeah, stupid ass bitches, yo.
So you
How
want to
you
set
move,
yourself
you
up,
can attract the same type
you
of
gonna get
female.
that female in return. You want to
Well, listen. You know, then when the average fire bitch want to fucking holiday or a scam, but they don't like athletes no more.
Exactly.
We keep PG. Keep it PG.
He said, turn it down a little bit.
This is men talk right here, yo. We all grown ass men.
It's
Men talk doesn't always have to involve such vulgar language.
Oh yeah, I want
Nah,
to
we ain't. Don't disrespect them. Like, don't do that. But
Yeah, do not call me.
break it
I'm
down.
not calling it. I'm not calling it, bitch. I'm talking about.
You literally have been calling the B words for the last 40 minutes.
You kind of gotta chill out.
My fault.
If you're gonna be real. But if you're not gonna call somebody that to their face, then don't say it in the camera.
Exactly.
It's just that simple. You're gonna go to somebody that you're attracted to and say that? No, you're not.
You smiling.
You're not gonna go straight to them and be like, listen. If you're gonna be real, then be real. Don't.
About four, yo.
So like I don't mind that you're talking about it. You know, seem to be passionate about, you know, obviously what y'all interested in.
Females.
So if it is what it is, be what it is.
Just don't say female.
Like if you're not gonna go to no.
We still got females.
But listen, there's a difference between queens and bitches. Okay? Okay? Like, bro.
Queens and females.
Like, girls that are queens, I call them black queens or princesses or females. But a bitch gonna be a bitch. I'm sorry.
So okay, so fine. What makes a female that then?
A female and a bitch?
Mm-hmm.
We really want to break it down to?
Yeah.
Let me hear this.
Because you don't know that they are one until you feel like that they are, depending on whether it is that they agree with something that you think that you're.
Alright.
It could be something you're doing wrong, and that's why they acting so.
Ain't nobody perfect, yo.
I mean, I didn't say that you was.
Alright, between them.
If you feel so comfortable, if you so adamant on calling somebody out of their name that I know that you probably wouldn't if it was the other way around, what will take you there from that person?
A difference between a bitch and a female is, right? Alright. A bitch is somebody who's very obnoxious, very arrogant, very, very rude, had no respect for no men, had no respect for themselves. She, like, brags about having sex with multiple partners, brags about having good pussy, brags about not cooking or cleaning. That's a bitch. A queen is somebody who has very high standards for themselves. Don't just fuck with any old nigga. Once has goals, has ambitions, has a natural body, a natural job. That's what you call a queen, not a bitch. Two different people. Like I said, I explained.
But it's her body, her choice.
I understand.
How is she a B word because she want to change her body?
Yeah, to be honest with you.
That makes no sense.
Yes, it does, nigga.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Because all right.
She can change her body for her own preference. Just because you feel aroused by the way
No,
her body
no, nigga, no. I'm just saying.
What if you find it attractive and you didn't know it was fake?
Yeah, let me tell you something. You never seen an ass on the street before? And that shit fake, man. Look good though, right? For the moment, right? But the more you get older, you don't want that shit. You don't want a city girl. You want a nice, you don't want a random female.
Alright, that's what I feel you.
And I explained it.
I understand.
I explained to that bitch in the queen. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't. Let's be honest.
But they also don't want to ring through men.
Exactly.
So what are you doing not to attract what you call B words?
Still working on myself, nigga.
So they
but bitches, but listen, nigga. Because now we all talking, we all men. I feel like I believe gender equality. You say what?
Gender equality?
Gender
equality.
Gender equality.
Like,
but I'm gonna sit here and tell you right now, you actually cannot believe in gender equality if you're defining them as bitches.
A bitch and a queen.
Yeah.
It's two different people.
Still the same gender.
I mean,
it's still the same gender, but just his way of seeing.
Like, you think it's different between king and niggas?
What?
You said what?
I think there are different types of men, and I think there's different types of women. And there's different types of girls, and there's different kinds of ladies. There's different kinds of boys, and different kinds of
niggas. Say it how it is.
Of males.
He doesn't have to say it.
I don't need to. The amount of maturity that I persuade from myself, I don't need to curse to persuade someone that somebody's different from of a more better person.
There's better ways to change it.
Yeah. There are three different types of women. You ask me. You got your queens, you got your ladies, and your bitches, or the straight dumbasses. Straight dumbass females.
Yo, Andrew, you have not said anything. Say something.
You say something. Let's see your point of view on this, bro.
You just been quiet, laughing.
Yeah, on the phone.
Actually, talk about your personal experience.
Yeah,
anything. Like, you know.
It goes in bitches.
It ain't even gotta be somebody you had sexual relations with. It could be like
just talk.
A friend, a family.
Well, like where I'm. Oh, you got the.
Talk. Just talk.
Yeah, you can hear him.
No.
No, you can't. Who got the mic?
You give him your mic. Not here. Here you go. Here you go. Take that mic. Take that mic from him. Yeah.
I swear, bro. Y'all this combined.
Just from like where I'm from, like there's like a lot of like.
Where you from?
Like Massachusetts, Quincy.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is that?
It's next to Boston. Like there's just like I guess thoughts. I don't know. Like,
God, you say that with it.
Girls who just like throw it around type stuff.
That's everywhere though. Like,
that is.
But
everywhere.
what makes you capable to judge them like that?
I mean,
Because,
we gotta
it's just
He's
like-
talking, not y'all two.
All right.
It's just like
Get there.
personal experience. Like we've done stuff, this and that, and then like they just don't hit you up for a while. It's just like that shit that messes with your head. Like why do anything with that person in the first place if you're just gonna like ignore them for a period of time?
That's some weird
make
shit, though.
excuses to why you don't want to hang out with them, and then
Can they be
like,
thoughts?
it's just mad weird. Like, and then they come see you while they're intoxicated, say things that you may believe or whatever, but it's not true. The next day they'll just be like, "Oh, I was mad drunk, this and that." Like,
Yeah, I hate that.
yeah,
But you
it's
know,
just absurd to me. Like, it don't make sense at all.
you know what I understand? Being drunk.
No, it does.
Like when you're drunk, you're just sober mind.
Yeah.
Like you say shit,
Drunk,
you're drunk.
sober,
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like girls be fucking on niggas be different too. Like I feel like girls be breaking niggas' hearts more than niggas break girls' hearts.
Why do you say that?
It's just like
Why do you say that if you're talking about gender equality?
fuck it. I got my heart broken before by female. I ain't gonna lie.
I can
kind of tell.
It's your bias.
I'm a bias.
Okay.
You're a man.
I'm a man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So take me back to that gender equality.
Listen.
Take me back
I listen
to that
Andrew
gender
taking
equality.
Charles the White. And they both
Explain.
That
explains your ways of
I looked at Andrew Tate.
Oh, Andrew Tate.
I
Oh,
said
good luck
Andrew
with
Tate.
that.
Whoa,
Andrew
don't
Tate,
say
Charles
that.
away, and my son giving the kid a
I'll
wild
tell you
one.
something about Andrew Tate. The only reason why he's even able to speak like that in the first place is because of his status as a man as he is currently is.
Andrew Tate is an alpha
He
male.
didn't have that growing up.
Yeah, he didn't have
He was not
that
speaking
growing up.
like
You
that.
can't walk into that mindset and you got none of the accolades that come with it.
You don't even have Andrew Tate's success to be talking.
None of us do, nigga, but
I'm still not gonna
listen,
put down females even if I do.
I believe him, like he said. Andrew Tate, Charles White.
Because we all came from a woman.
Of
That's the end of the
course.
day.
Of course. My mother ain't no bitch. My mother ain't no bitch.
So
What if somebody
I'm
do
not.
call your mother?
I'm about to
Fucking
say
up.
you can't. So that's where you
See?
lose the validity of everything that you say.
Yeah.
Because your mindset is based off your experience and how you see other people in your heartbreak.
I
So,
just
and it's not-
said
and it's
she's
not-
a bitch and a queen.
But it's
female.
not reality, to be honest.
That's your opinion.
There may be a difference, but your difference is not the difference.
Of course,
So-
it's just my opinion.
That is your opinion, but I'm not saying that you shouldn't have it. I'm just saying that
people make it seem like your opinion doesn't matter. Like people make it seem like you can't say nothing now without getting canceled. Like being fake got so popular that getting real with you canceled.
okay.
Like, prime example, right? Mike Tyson said social media got people comfortable with saying foul shit to them where I get punched in their face.
Like you do.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
What you saying right now
What you
about
saying right now
females?
is pretty foul.
Certain females will hear stuff like this on the internet, and then when they see
Like,
you in
imagine-
person, they will press you about it.
Yeah.
How would you feel?
I don't know shit. I
No,
don't know.
you do know. You know exactly
know,
how you
you know,
feel.
but-
You
You're not
understand?
the allegation.
It's okay to
Exactly.
bite
You would say,
it's
nah, I
okay
didn't
to
mean
bite
it
the
like
bullet
that.
and be like, yo,
It's
dang,
okay to
man,
be
Now
I-
you apologize and be like, nah, that's not what I meant. This is what I meant to
Listen,
say.
I'm not just scared what I say.
Are you sure about that? Or
I'm
you
not
just saying that
saying what I
because
said.
we're around you?
Let me tell you something. Anybody know me personally, nigga? You know what I'm saying? I never hit a girl in my life. Never did none of that shit.
Okay.
You said what?
But
But what does that have to do with
whatever I say, whatever I say, I'm gonna stand on. That's my word. My word is born. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. I can't keep it. I can't say what's on my mind.
No, you can. That's what you've been doing since you got it.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, I can't keep it. But what? You say what's on your mind too. So what's your point?
I ain't say nothing.
No,
I ain't say nothing.
Like
I ain't say nothing.
Like I said, everybody right now is just trying to get you to challenge your mindset. That's it. Ain't nobody attacking you.
No, I'm not saying. I understand.
No, before you say, of course, before you shake your head and be like, you understand, just listen real quick. Hold on. Like, ain't nobody attacking you. I'm not saying that what you're saying, you ain't made some points.
Because I understand
You
your
definitely
point of
did.
view.
Yeah, you definitely did. I get where you're coming from.
Yep.
Just be a little bit more open-minded when somebody's giving you advice or criticism or whatever the case may be. Like, ain't nobody saying that you.
He did have some.
Ain't nobody saying that you're wrong. Ain't nobody attacking you. It's just
Certain females are. There is
think a
a
little bit.
difference
That's
boundary
it. Just
between
think a
two
little bit.
females.
We good,
There's a
we good.
different boundary.
That's it. That's really it.
We can't go back. In general, if you want to actually speak about gender equality, you have to see the opposite gender as equal to you. And so, if you can't identify,
You know why I say that? Because a lot of girls act like I ain't never seen a more generation of masculine females
before
in
you
my life.
continue talking, my point is, you have to be able to hold value to all females,
Of course.
whether they are a different one from the ones that you idealize, the different ones that actually hurt you. So if we want to actually even speak about gender equality, you have to know that if you yourself wouldn't be one disrespecting in a way, you can't disrespect anybody
I'm
else.
not being disrespectful. I'm just saying like there's two different types of women.
The way that you feel like you're not disrespecting is how someone feels disrespected. That's how that works. That's how.
No respect. to
That's
any
how.
female,
That's how
sorry.
perspective.
I'm not calling y'all old bitches. And I said that before. Y'all not old bitches. I said like I said. There's a lot of queens out there. There's a lot of ladies out there, but not.
That's not what you said. That's what we're trying to get you.
That's
to
not what I said. I just said I'm not saying the difference between females and a bitch, the queen and the ladies.
That's what you said.
I said.
Yeah.
The difference. I explained.
And we're trying to get you to understand that if you're going to speak out and state gender
I'm an alpha male,
equality,
baby.
an alpha male is not somebody who puts somebody down all the time.
I'm
because
not
of how
putting
they
nobody
are.
down. I'm not talking to the queens.
That's my problem. You're not speaking to all women. You're only speaking to the ones that you want. That's not gender equality.
That's not who I want.
You don't want a queen.
You don't want a queen?
I hear you want a queen.
You're confusing yourself. That's my point. You're
Remember
not.
what I told you.
You're not in full circle. You're coming.
Slow down and think.
You're receiving it as if I'm telling you what you're saying is wrong. I'm saying
no.
you cannot state that you're about gender equality.
Relax.
Yo, you said little meat looking ass out of here.
You cannot speak that you cannot speak that you're referring to gender equality if you do not value the same amount of women as somebody of a different type of women, a woman. They are all women, but they all have different.
I don't judge nobody.
Women.
You literally do. You literally do. Like your mic must have been muted because you're just not understanding how we even got here. You brought us here because we weren't talking about this. You brought us here.
Toxic.
And if I'm going to bring us back, I need you to get out of this conversation that if you're going to state about gender equality, you need to understand that all women, whether they're different from each other, are still women. So you need to value all women the same. Just because there are different, you need to value them the same.
Shut up.
They have different personalities.
They have different things to offer. Whether or not that you partake is up to you. That's where the opinions matter, because it only matters when you're actually going into the actual person and trying to figure out if they're what you're defined that they are. But you also have to realize they can do the same thing on the other side, and you do not want to be disrespected in any way, shape, or form, whether or not they feel like they're disrespecting you or you're actually being.
But it's just not mental though.
What?
This is mental, right?
This is talk. Men are speaking, but men are speaking, but this is talk.
At the end of the day,
You're talking about females, so obviously women are also invited.
Women are this and that. We can't discuss talking about
ourselves, our goals, where we see ourselves.
Right. So
you switched the whole topic to just this is female.
to the girls. So like, how about we?
I don't know how we got from ourselves.
I can bring the females up. I forgot exactly, brother, but I ain't bring that shit up.
Yes, you did.
How did I bring it
You
up?
started calling them the B word. You started doing all of this. You started doing all of that. You said, excuse me, close your
We're
ears.
just talking about city girls and shit. No, you know what we We're just talking about rap. We're just talking about rap. I did bring it.
We know. We were there. We were here in the conversation.
I did.
It's okay to be wrong sometimes. Just bite the bullet.
I did. I realized.
Just accept it and see what it is.
Just bite the bullet. Now let's bring it back.
Now back to our goals.
Dondre.
Talk your shit.
Yeah, about your goals.
About your goals.
Who gave him a mic back? I told him to give him the mic to him.
I'm trying to give it.
No, you're
I'm trying to give it to him. You don't give it to
He
him.
has a mic around. Oh.
Alright.
I can't. I would have to take this thing out.
I mean, get my driver's license, go back to the body.
What is that? What else do you feel like that you're capable of doing or of accomplishing? Because this world has a lot to offer, like a grand things to offer. What do you feel like that you see yourself doing? That it may seem silly to somebody before. That's why you're not saying it anymore. But it's important to realize that.
Actually, like joining the military and combating all the way through.
Join the military?
Yeah, that's good.
What makes you want to join the military?
Because I joined before and got kicked out because of my anger problem, and I would like to overcome that and control that too, and actually respect people.
So another goal
You seem respectful.
is to maintain the side of you that you lost before. Okay. That's and like I said, it may some of the things that you may not vocalize because you feel like it's either not important enough or not good enough for somebody like you. I think that should also be a goal.
It's just I say it so many times and just not commit to it.
Okay.
It feels like it's far away from me.
Then it's gonna be only as far as you make it, because we are, as we say it all the time, we are as affected by other people as we allow ourselves to be, and once we allow more people, we get deeper and deeper and deeper in our own hole that we made from ourselves, and we kind of blame other people for it when we're the original diggers of our own hole. So it's the reality is you need to visualize instead of reminisce. So like, and it may seem similar, but like seeing it all the time, have it written down, have it on your screensaver, start working out more, running. Like these are the type of short-term goals that you should probably like focus on. And then once you realize that, okay, I'm gonna really do this, and you realize why it didn't work before, what held you back, or what made you feel like it's not worth it. Huh?
Regret.
PTSD,
Regret.
though.
Because my twin brother, he went into the military. He's almost like an E7 now. Like he's a sergeant and all that. And I'm like, dang, I could have been that too. I could have been in the same boat as him. So I feel like I need to get out of my own head.
And it's not to dwindle your timeline,
Overthinking.
but it's also where you were at that time mentally is probably the military probably couldn't help you get better. So you probably could have gotten, even if you stayed and didn't get kicked out, you probably could have gotten worse. You know, I'm not saying you would, but I'm just saying like you're now spending more time to focus on yourself mentally, where most times in the military you don't have that because it's more of like, you know, discipline.
I feel like I do need discipline too.
So I think you probably were put on a path where you need to really idolize yourself, and you know, it's cool to, you know, follow the steps of the people that you love, but you gotta love yourself more. And it's possibly been a time in your life when you didn't love yourself as much as you loved someone else. You know, whether it's your twin brother or your pop, your uncle, whoever it is. So I think this is your time to really try and figure out how to love yourself. Like Charles said, self-love it can be lost so quickly because you're worried about what somebody else doing, who you have to provide for, or who you're doing it for. Because it could be originally how you originally wanted to get into the military probably had nothing to do with you. You know, I'm not saying it did. I'm just saying like it's a lot of reflection that you probably wouldn't have been able to do in the military if you would have continued that path, if you didn't get kicked out or you got a second chance or whatever. Because some people second chance doesn't come to them when they want it, but that's because you weren't supposed to get it at that time. You have other things to focus on, other things to really build off of. Because military is more of like you're all set type of thing. So like one egg, like you said, all the eggs in one basket type of thing, and you really wasn't ready for that moment. So you know, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of reasons why that we have to set our own goals, visualize our own goals, and try it out. Because let's say you do it again, try to get involved with the military, and it is something that you didn't. It's not for you. Now what? What's your plan C? So, and if you haven't had the chance to think about it, then how it's harder to try to figure out yourself again when you already felt like this was it, you know? So that's why I said this is probably your time. Sit down, look at yourself from the inside out, and realize what you'd like to do, who you like to be around, the type of people that you like to be around. What are they doing? What it is that they do? Have I tried it out? Is it something that I like? You know, these are the type of questions that you want to ask yourself, and this is why it's important to at least set goals or have plan Bs or Cs or Ds, because you never know that your on your way out goal is
100%. When I got kicked out, I was lost.
Lost?
Yeah, I didn't know what to do. Not really depressed, just like, what now?
But yeah. What type of guidance did you have? Like before you getting into the military, and then
my mother, she was pushing me to go, but my mom has a flaw with like showing how to do stuff.
Me too.
Tough love.
Tough love.
understanding is what makes it difficult, because you need to know what it is that you don't know, you know? But you also have to be okay with not knowing what that is, even though that sounds super confusing. But the way life works is that when you're dealt the cards that you guys
Yeah, people will challenge you. People would say shit together.
Yeah, so like when I first got here, right? My man right here. I'm not gonna say the boy's name. Each of us. They wait for this nigga right here. He always stalking people. You know what I'm talking about, right? Second day, right? Nigga shot come up to me and said, "Oh, you crip, like jacket, right?" After that day, I'm gonna say like, after this day, I never had a problem. I said, "What's up, nigga? Like, you gonna get it on? What's up, nigga?" Once I said that, I ain't had a problem from him since. They must say smile on my face, try to dap me up now. So yeah, smile. And I didn't have to whoop his ass. I just let him know, like those. I'll take that. We can go there if you want to. We can go there. If you want to take it, we can go there. Okay, I don't care if I get kicked out. It's point. Fuck it. Fuck it. Like that was my mindset when I first got here. Like fuck it, nigga. For me, like.
And now?
It's a little better.
I'm not gonna lie, you calmed down a little bit since.
Yeah, you did since I first met you.
Since the first time I spoke to you.
You was chill.
It's a little better.
How long you been here?
Like what's happening?
3 weeks.
Every Tuesday for me will be like a week. Every 20th is my 1 month. So
Every
20th of this month.
About this week probably be like the third week in general. Third week.
So what do you guys expect from yourselves in the next
4 or 5, right?
and the next new year coming in?
Next new
Because
year.
next year is coming in. Not like New Year, New Me BS. Because
I hear what people say.
it's
that.
more of
Honestly,
like
New Year, New Me.
what do you expect from
To
yourself?
be honest.
Because it's one thing to know what it is you're looking forward to, if that makes sense. So obviously everybody's looking forward to graduating, getting their certificates, and get up out of here.
I mean, mindset wise, for the new year, I kind of like I said, I've been building up on a lot of the mindset of handling my responsibility and being more of a man of my word. But what I hope is
Like
now,
business.
instead of working on that, I'm actually moving in that direction of really maintaining that. You know, I don't want to just keep building up to it. I want to be able to actually say that, all right, I'm ready, and I'm actually making calculated moves in order to get what I need to get done. That's more so outside of getting my high school, my trade. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take what I'm getting right here, which is pretty much I look at it like a playground, a testing ground, pretty much. And then translate that back into the real world, because right now I got a roof over my head. I'm not worried about no crazy bills, so I'm still trying to make sure that I keep that mentality that I had when I was out, when I was working 2 jobs. I was saving up money, stacking up bread and stuff like that.
That same hustle, that same motivation.
Exactly. I don't want to lose that just because I was being comfortable. No, like make sure that you still remember, why you came here in the first place and how you want to move out, and don't move the same, but move better. That's what I want for myself going into the new year, because I want to elevate. I've been stagnant, and I really appreciate the last talk that we had when you said like it's okay, to take it so that you're not there yet. It's fine, and even still now, it's still kind of hard for me to like say that it's fine, because when I'm in here, I'm moving. Like I don't got time to be, talking to whoever else on the campus. Like I don't do that. Like I can't get caught up in nothing. So that's why I want to make sure that I get what I need to get done, so that I can move on to the next level and go into that next chapter or that next season, whatever that may be for myself. Because I don't have like a laid out, 10-year, 20-year plan. I just know
Day by day.
Yeah. Not even that. I know where I want to be. I know I want to be making a good amount of money. I know I want to move out and stuff like that. But like I said, going back to the core point, I just want to make sure that I'm being responsible and I'm not going backwards. Just steady on the ground. Just making sure that I'm.
So if you can simplify it, so I want you to be able to know what you are expecting from yourself, because when you get a kid, you know what you want, you can tell them what you expect from them, or if you get a wife, you can tell them what you expect from them, but can you tell yourself what you expect from yourself?
Exactly.
So I like if you can try to gather that and try to really give a nice little brief sentence.
As a man, I want to be more reinsured into myself and the decisions that I make.
Okay.
That's basically what I want for myself. I know I'm going to make mistakes, but I want to be able to tackle them and handle them, learn from them. Don't sit in it, dwell in it like, oh, why is it just me? handle it, get it out the way, next thing.
That's one thing I do a lot. I dwell on
Recognize
past
your feelings though. Don't forget about that.
Right.
That's one thing I do.
And I'm glad you said that, because sometimes I have a tendency when I'm going through stuff, I just swallow it up, just handle it, just deal with it. I don't ever give myself a chance to feel. I'm just trying to like hurry up and get it done, get it over, and feel later. You know, sometimes it's good to feel in that moment, let it out, and then
Deal with it.
yeah, deal with it, and then it's like, all right, let me get up, pick myself up.
Don't forget about your human side. Your human side matters.
Yeah.
Because you're human first, and then you're a male.
Right.
A lot of people really forget about that. Or throw that out the way. Because
a lot of people like to say they not.
Nobody's perfect. Like we all.
Yeah, we
make
all
mistakes.
fucked up. I
We
done
all make
fucked up
mistakes.
millions of times.
so you gotta really understand that you need, in order for you to be a man, you have to recognize what it is that you feel, so you can deal. And you can't deal with something first with throwing away your feelings first, because you're really not dealing with it.
Of course.
Can I say
Like
something?
depression or whatnot.
I be
whatever
depressed
it
all the
is.
time,
Yeah,
yo.
'cause
What?
I was gonna say that.
Oh,
I keep it depressed all the time.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I wake up here, niggas talk to me, I be like pushing niggas off. I be like niggas don't know like the biggest battle you face is in your mind, the inner battle, my nigga. They ain't nothing worse than the inner battle. Ain't nothing worse than fighting deep. They ain't nothing worse than that. I don't care what type of beast you win. This battle is probably the most dangerous battle you ever fight in your life. Like you fighting trauma. Like I basically came a job quit beast to run away from like all my trauma back home. You feel me? In my inner battle, but now that I'm here, I'm still fighting inner battle. So like, you feel what I'm saying? Like I try to like distract myself a lot. So I try to play sports, laugh, talk shit to leave it on the power. Like people that not play around too much. That's not true. I do that shit so I can leave. So all the pain that I be thinking about, like forget about that shit. Like that's one thing I do. Like I dwell on past mistakes a lot. I'm like, yo, why the fuck I did that? Why did shit happen to me? I overthink a lot, yo. Word my mother, yo.
so one, that's very important for your growth to even admit that.
I believe anybody can grow, evolve. I don't give a
And-
fuck what you did. Sorry, that's just me.
So if you believe, so you have a very strong and open mind, which is lovely, but
Very
it's
shocking.
it also and it also prohibits you, you know. So it's very good overall, but it prohibits the way that you can grow and evolve, because you expect a lot from yourself, but you also are thinking about a lot. So what you expect from yourself probably is a very, very long list, but you're also like balancing like the things that you're trying to ignore or suppress.
I feel like the demons I fight in my mind every day bring me like it pull me back for doing a lot of goals I want to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I fight demons every day. Like y'all be like up and you think you can't go to sleep, you thinking too much, fighting demons and shit. That's like me every other night. You heard?
Having breaths in my head.
Keep talking. That happened to you, bro? What? Sometimes you be fighting demons, you have some time you can't just sleep.
Talk real quick. Yeah.
I be fucking fighting demons every day, my nigga.
Especially when I was back home, when I was in VA, I didn't have the healthiest way of dealing with my what I was feeling in my head. The depression that I was going through, I would turn to other type of like supplements and stuff like that. Weed, pills, whatever the case may be, anything that would stop it from making me feel what I was feeling. And thankfully, I had enough common sense to realize that wasn't helping me. It was just a temporary numbing or cessation. But when it comes to like how I handle it now, I got a little better with it. I still have my problems. I'm still working on it.
As long as you're able to recognize that's the next battle.
Right.
The first battle, yes, is your mind, but the second is recognizing and doing something either better or in substitution of that action.
Yeah.
You know,
what I try to do now is try to go to the gym.
Yeah,
Well, it helps out a lot.
Punch on the back. That's
because
It's all in
you
your head.
really need to All you really need to is to substitute what it is that you did before that prohibits your growth.
You need outlets.
And outlets, resources, people that you actually trust, not people that you have to be around.
Here's some shit I don't tell people. Nobody knows this shit. I go to therapy, yo. I got a therapy. I go to nigga once a week, yo. Cause like I need somebody to talk to. Like you gotta have shit. You go on your life, but you can't tell people. They're gonna look at you differently.
Everything.
Like, you
Honestly.
like you have somebody like going to can't tell people look at you differently.
Mm-hmm.
I got shit going on. If I told y'all nigga, y'all wanna fuck like what type of nigga are you, yo?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't walk a mile in my shoes, my nigga. Don't judge me, nigga.
But you also can't.
I might sound like a hypocrite in some ways.
Well, you also can't expect the answer from yourself from others, because you're honestly telling people your business or what it is that you're going through, because you possibly want an answer or somebody else to relate
like
to.
as black people, we scared to go to therapy. Like I advise all y'all niggas for I give all y'all niggas my therapist number, yo.
I'm not.
I give all y'all niggas my therapist number, yo. If y'all really want that shit, I'm telling you, everybody got some type of trauma, my nigga. Whether you got anxiety, PTSD.
So let me ask you.
Shit.
So let me ask you this. So
whatever.
Let me ask you this, so I can ask.
Mental health is important.
Everybody this. What do you expect from yourself?
Expect from myself. I expect to be like. I want to be something special when
Successful.
I want to be like a rich nigga,
And then
celebrity. I
coming
want to be
into,
something. I want to
coming
get that
into
for
the
my
next year, what do you expect from yourself?
Alright, a few things. I want to get in shape first off. I'm fat as hell right now. It's the worst shit I've ever been in my life.
You're
Okay.
not fat, you just big.
I want to get in shape again, my nigga. I want to get in
Person,
shape.
that's the mindset again.
I want to
It's on
get.
your
Nah,
head.
nigga, I'm a fat ass. Let me see, I'm a fat ass.
I've seen fat people, you're not, trust me.
I want to get in shape first off. I want to like, you know what I'm saying, stop overthinking, stop letting my demons fight me. I want to finish this shit.
Okay.
Finish, feel me? What else do I want to do? I want to like make my mother proud. I put my mother through hell and back, yo. We all have, but not it. But like, I put my mother through hell and back, yo. My mother raised us on her own. You know what I'm saying? Average story, single mother, you know how it is, average story. I want to make her proud. Like, I want to buy my mother a house one day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the neighborhood, show more like, my mother in Staten Island, right? Do you know that the help family is there for 5 different generations?
What was that?
No, people, my mother's family lived in Staten Island for 5 generations. 5 years of hard poverty. Like, I didn't really grow up in poverty. I didn't know I was poor, bro. I didn't know I was poor maybe 2 years ago. My mom always made it look good. Like, my mother had a lot of money. She like some magician shit. Always made shit disappear. Here's some Jordans for you. Hey, this for you. Even though we didn't have it at all. Like, I can tell y'all like some stories now. All that shit.
We can get there. Just not.
My mother like a magician. Like, she never did shit. But my mother was like financially stable. But like, she would like get shit, but like on some magician shit. I'm like, how you get this for me saved up? So, you know what it is? Like, that's what my mother's my aid in my hair. My mother's my everything, yo. I love you, Mom. You have to see this. I love you, Mom. Always.
So, Andrew, what do you expect from yourself in the next year?
In the next year, I want to like do what I gotta do here, finish this. Like he said, make my mom proud because she just raised me and my brother, and he's not doing too good right now. And, like, I just want to be there for her. He got 2 kids, but he don't even see him right now because he's in jail. So I want to be there for my niece and my nephew, like be that role model, help them out however I can. Just.
What do you expect from yourself?
Yeah.
If you can tell me what you feel like you expect from yourself pertaining to your mom, what do you expect from yourself pertaining to your brother and your nieces? What do you expect from yourself?
Just to like be a leader, like stay on the right path, and I expect to do good things for myself, not give up so easily, like find other ways around things, like outlets, whatever it may be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Charles, what do you expect from yourself in the next year? Going into the next year.
More.
Worry about you. I'm focusing on Charles. Hand me a mic.
Oh, sorry.
That mic doesn't work. You can unplug that one. No, yours. Give that to him. Yours. Unplug that one.
Like in the next year,
Coming into the next year, what are you expecting from yourself?
Oh.
From Charles.
Go to
hello.
Learn.
Okay, thank you.
Um,
Love it. That's it. That's what I want. That's what I want. Like I said to Armand, I want you to be able to articulate what it is you expect from yourself, because you know what you want to do from someone else. You know what you want to do for someone else. I want to know what it is that you expect from you, because that's something that we do not value, and that's something that we do not talk about, because we either shy away from the reality, or we shy towards society. So it's very important for you to state that you expect from yourself more confidence in yourself, to finally get your self-love, because that's important. So now that you state it, write it down, put it in your phone, like try to see it every day, visualize it. Not just thinking about it sometimes. You gotta really, really find it, because it's not gonna appear. You gotta really go and get it. Just like you gotta go get money if you need to pay bills. You gotta find yourself to get that confidence, to get that self-love. What about you, my man?
Me?
Yes.
Come on, bro.
Chill. Before
Going into the next year, what do you
going
expect
into
from
next year,
yourself?
before I can say that I want to make somebody else proud, like my mom, my dad, etc. I need to make myself proud.
What does that look like? What does that mean?
Me is continue what I'm doing now. Right now, I feel like I'm on a good path, but I'm not comfortable. I still want more for myself.
You
So
can always achieve more. Right?
exactly, I still want all the certificates and all that, regarding my
Oh,
trade and
yeah, yo.
everything.
So those are all physical things. What is it that's
Mental.
non-physical that you expect from yourself?
Help myself grow mentally as a man, like more building up confidence, building up like self-esteem with certain things.
Mhm.
Well, I'm like, what's up?
You know,
So what's something that you lack that you feel like that's not as important, but you eventually want to get there, and that's what it is that you lost yourself.
part of it was my drive to do certain things.
Okay.
Like driving for like your goals. Let's say like you get in tune with like special somebody, and close with them, you do whatever and all that, and then y'all don't end up on good terms.
Mhm.
Like a girl or whatever. And you kind of lose your drive for certain things, but then you don't see yourself falling inside a slump, so you want to jump right back into it.
Mhm.
So now I'm rebuilding my drive for certain things, but I still always had the ambitions of me being hungry.
Perfect.
Hungry as hell.
So, Mr. John J, the last one. What is it that you expect from yourself in the next year? That's not physical.
Having a poise, like mental, like
State.
like having
Uh-huh.
just shit not bother me as much as it do. Really.
Okay. So, if I were to answer that same question, what I expect out of myself in the next year is to not be so adamant on if I make it in the movie business, I guess. Like I said, or get lost into really trying to find my passion or my dreams, and I don't get it.
You won't find them shit. Man.
So I don't want to be lost out there and like trying to force to convince myself that this is something that I'm owing myself, or I need to know when to switch up. And I think that's kind of my downfall by myself, that I'm very competitive with myself. So
That's good.
if I know that I may have lost, I need to be able to be okay that it was it could have been something that
I see what you mean, yeah.
that
It's okay to lose.
it's okay to lose, and it's okay to try again in a different way.
Yeah.
And I need to be able to be okay with asking about a different way instead of, nah, I'm okay. I'm managing. I'm not broke. I'm not homeless, so I'm good. Like, nah, I need to really be open to like, why don't you try this, or why don't you contact this person? Why don't you do that? I need to be open to different ideas, even when my ideas just didn't work for me at the moment, kind of thing.
Having that mindset just be like, I see, at least see.
At least give it a consideration. But hey, listen, we've been here for a while. We spoke about tons, and I'm glad that we were able to have this conversation and these types of explicit moments with one another. But I think the most important things that I really need and want and would love for you guys to understand is that perspective goes many different ways. It can look like so many different things. So yes, your mind and your perspective matter, but so does other people. And we're not really taught to think about others. We're just taught how to and to really be about, how we learn. And we limit ourselves from growing. We limit ourselves from reaching that next step of who we are, because all we care about is our movement, or what's comfortable for us. And our comfortability is what also prohibits our journeys. So we have to put aside our pride. We have to put aside
our demons side, all the shit you going on. Anybody go do shit, yo. Don't be embarrassed shit you go do, bro. Don't be embarrassed that shit. Nigga be front with social media. All the females and all that stuff that you feel see on social, they don't be real. They don't be real.
I also don't want to be too comfortable in the situation.
I'm not comfortable.
Always be uncomfortable. Always try new things. Always put myself up.
You always be uncomfortable to an extent, because you want to eventually get to that comfortable spot where you can still, increase your value, but there's certain times where this is enough. But as you're young and if you're still figuring yourself out, yes, still always stay uncomfortable. But once you get to that age or that moment where it clicks and it'll be like, you know what? I feel like I finally figured out who I am, figured out where my place is, figured out that I'm in my teaching moments. I can teach my kids, or if I don't have kids, I can teach my nephews, my nieces. Like, you know what? Come on through. Let me tell you how you can get this. This is how the generational wealth comes into place. Like, wealth is not always money. Wealth is knowledge. Wealth is love. Wealth is emotion. Wealth is mindset. So once you're there, you can be comfortable. And you don't need to be all there, because a lot of people feel like they need to be always uncomfortable to increase in their value of who they are as a person or as a citizen, where that can be toxic, So it's once you know, and don't be upset that you know early, or you feel like you too late. Just be aware that learning who you are takes a long time, and you never know, and don't be upset that somebody got there who's the same age before you, because it's going to dwindle your path, and you don't want to do that.
I'd rather be on late and have longer than be on early and not on late longer. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, right? This nigga Jay-Z got on 28, right?
Before we go there, we can get there on a different topic. I mean, on a different day. We don't have as much time. And
so we're wrapping it up.
And we are wrapping it up. So again, I appreciate y'all time.
You got that thing with the movies had? We're out.